Join me as I dive deep into the psychology of decision-making and challenge myself to make some crazy choices along the way. Have you ever looked back on a decision you made and thought, "What was I thinking?" We're all guilty of making choices that, in hindsight, seem completely irrational. But what's behind this kind of decision-making? Why do humans often opt for options that defy logic and reason? Making crazy choices is more common than you think. Think about finances, people who spend way beyond their means on luxury items or investments that are way too risky. Or consider relationships, folks who stay in toxic partnerships or pursue someone who's clearly not interested. Even health choices can be puzzling, like someone who knows smoking is bad for them but can't seem to quit. These decisions aren't just limited to one area of life, they can pop up in many different scenarios. Our emotions play a huge role in the choices we make. When we're feeling stressed, anxious, or excited, our judgment can get cloudy, leading us down paths that aren't in our best interest. Cognitive biases, like the tendency to overestimate our abilities or believe what confirms our existing views, also heavily influence our decisions. And let's not forget social pressures. We often make choices based on what others think or do, even if it goes against our better judgment. Take the story of Nick Leeson, a trader who worked for Barings Bank in the 90s. He made a series of increasingly risky trades, hiding losses in a secret account. His actions were driven by a mix of ambition, ego, and fear of being caught. The consequences were catastrophic. His trades eventually led to a loss of over $800 million, and he ended up in prison. Leeson's case is a dramatic example of how psychological factors can drive someone to make incredibly crazy choices. So, what can we learn from these kinds of decisions? It's clear that our brains are wired to make irrational choices, often based on emotions, biases, and social influences. By understanding these factors, we can start to make more informed decisions and avoid some of the crazy choices that we might otherwise make. If you've ever made a crazy choice, share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. And if you're interested in more videos on decision-making and psychology, be sure to check out my next video on how to make better choices.